June 25th, 2009. The world stopped. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, had died at the age of 50. He wasn't just a musician. He was an icon, a phenomenon, a once-in-a-generation performer. News channels broke the story. Fans flooded the streets. People cried. Others didn't believe it. How could someone so legendary just be gone? Earlier that same year, Michael announced a historic comeback, a massive 50-show concert series at London's O2 Arena. The name of the tour? This is it. He hadn't toured in over a decade. This was supposed to be his redemption, a return to glory. Tickets sold out in hours, but insiders raised concerns. Michael was under extreme pressure. He needed money, badly. Decades of lawsuits, failed investments, and lavish spending had taken their toll. This tour wasn't optional. His reputation was on the line, and worse, his health was declining. Behind the scenes, Michael was a man unraveling. He suffered from chronic insomnia. He reportedly hadn't had a full night's sleep in months. To perform, he had to stay awake, but to recover, he needed sleep. This vicious cycle led him into a dangerous dependency, a mix of painkillers, sedatives, and anxiety medications. But one drug stood out: Propofol, a surgical-grade anesthetic not meant for homes, not meant for sleep. But Michael? He referred to it as his milk, and he believed it was the only thing that worked. Enter Dr. Conrad Murray, a private physician hired to care for Jackson during the tour. He was paid $150,000 a month, but not by Michael directly. The money came from AEG Live, the tour's promoter. Murray wasn't an anesthesiologist. He wasn't trained to administer Propofol outside of a hospital setting. Yet, he did, night after night. On June 25th, 2009, Murray gave Michael a dose of Propofol at home. Michael fell asleep and never woke up. But what happened next was even more disturbing. Murray waited over 6 minutes to call emergency services. He tried CPR on a soft bed. No defibrillator, no oxygen, no emergency protocol. By the time paramedics arrived, it was too late. The autopsy report was clear. Michael Jackson died from acute propofol intoxication. It was ruled a homicide. Not suicide, not overdose. Homicide. Dr. Conrad Murray was charged with involuntary manslaughter. In court, the prosecution argued that Murray acted recklessly, abandoning medical standards, prioritizing money over ethics. In 2011, he was convicted. Sentenced to 4 years in prison, he served only 2. But even after the trial, questions remained. Michael had been afraid. He told his family, his staff, even his children, that he believed people were out to get him. "They're going to kill me," he reportedly said. "I'm scared." Who were they? Was it paranoia or something more? Some believe the pressure from the tour promoters was extreme. Michael had barely passed his physical exam before signing the deal. Was he forced to perform? Was his health ignored in pursuit of profit? Others point to his will. Just weeks before his death, a new will surfaced, one that some family members claim he never signed. Was someone else benefiting more from his death than from his life? The media circus that followed was overwhelming. Documentaries, lawsuits, conspiracy theories. Some claim Michael never truly died, that he faked his death to escape fame. Others believe it was a corporate setup. Eliminate a star who had become a liability. There were lawsuits between his family and AEG, questions about negligence, liability, and corporate greed. But in the middle of it all was a family, 3 children, millions of fans, and a silence that no music could fill. Michael Jackson's legacy is complicated. He was loved, criticized, worshipped, accused, but his influence is undeniable. The moonwalk, Thriller, The Glove, The Voice, The Power. His final days were filled with fear, exhaustion, and a desperate need to be understood. He was chasing sleep, chasing peace, chasing the perfection he always demanded of himself. More than a decade later, one question still lingers. Was Michael Jackson failed, or was he betrayed? The truth might be buried beneath medical reports and legal transcripts. But one thing is clear. The world lost a genius, and we may never know the full story of how or why. What do you think really happened to Michael Jackson?